base hit for him.
Yep. We're good.
Yeah, we're
Like it. Right, running on first, nobody out yet. Second hitter of the game up for Minnetonka. Ball taken high for a ball. Davis up the catcher. Strike.
Leadoff batter for Minnetonka Skippers reaches with a base hit as he ripped one through the left side of the infield between in the hole between short and third, so he leads from first.
Danny Davis, the senior catcher for the Skippers. Ball taken outside. 2-1 the count.
You know, John Sands on play-by-play here today. We've got the screen to deal. I thought about us going up and hanging out with the turkeys and the wild turkeys and the deer up in center field. But I thought we'd start here first and deal with the screen.
I'll take it outside. Camden Chrysler on the mound for the Hornets. Three-one. Runner on first, nobody out. Ground ball up to the middle. Throw at second, gets the out. Double play for the Hornets. Here every day, 1-6-3 double play there for Edina.
That's a tough play to make for that pitcher. You know, you have to have the wherewithal to get your feet set quickly. A lot of times we see guys sail those, John, into the outfield, but Chrysler, nice job, set his feet through a strike over to second, or over to short, back to first.
It's going to be Johnson. Number 19 for the Skippers, a senior, Walter Johnson. Ball taken for a high there for a ball. 2 outs now. Ball taken out again. Dylan Hansen on deck for the Skippers if they get that far. 2-0 to count. Meisen fires just low for a ball, 3-0.
Chrysler missing up and away quite a bit here in this first inning. And we like to say pitchers tend to fly sometimes, open up a little bit too quick. That's when that can sail on them there, over-adjusted there, 3-0.
And there's a strike you knew Johnson was going to take that you usually take out of a 3-0 count.
Especially early on in the game. Well, yeah, it's number 3 hitter. Sometimes you uncork them, but you want to make that pitcher find it.
And straight back here by us. Now he brings the count and battles back 3-2. And the fire. Taken just outside for a ball, and he walks them on. Puts the guy on 2 outs now, runner on first base. For number 21, Dylan Hansen, the senior.
Dylan Hansen.
Looking at this Skippers roster, you see a lot of seniors. So they're going to be very senior-laden team this year for Paul Twangy and the Skippers.
Their depth is key, obviously. When you get to playoff time, it's so important.
Swing and a miss there on a big, heavy swing there. And that's where last year is kind of a little bit of a disappointment that they couldn't play. That Edina team had a really good depth in the pitching aspect. And one of the reasons why I picked them to win the state tournament last year if they would have played it.
We'd have to. Hopkins, a very good club last year. They had the pitching, the elements as well. A lot of good play here in the Lake Conference for sure.
And the pitch, he comes set, pop up. That's giving chase as a shortstop there. Loses it in the sun a little bit, but he ends up coming under it and making the catch there to end the threat for the Skippers. Nice catch by Couchman there. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left for Minnetonka after 1 half inning.
Sorry, folks, I'm moving this a little bit so I can get that first base. Maybe a little more even. All right, here we go.
Now batting for the Hornets, number 19, the center fielder, Easton Breipogel.
All right, leading off for Edina, Easton Breipogel. Batting .333, has 2 doubles and a triple to his credit this year already. And he has 2 RBIs for the Hornets as they look to try to get something going here on the early going in this one. The center fielder, Breipogel, coming in. Stitch on the mound. He comes, he winds up, and the fire in there. Take it inside for a ball. When you look the other day, this Hornet club coming off of a kind of continuation due to the darkness. And that's going to carry. And center fielder
That's reeled in.
Skipper's over there to make the play.
Now batting number 2, the second baseman, Lewis Marr.
Fire in, batting .368. He has a double and 2 RBIs so far for the Hornets. And a ball taken high. It's a continuation with Wyzetta in a game in which they won on a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th inning. And here comes the pitch again. 2-0 to count. Three-0 to count. See if they give him the take sign or if they let him swing away here to the second hitter. He's batting .368 with a double already, though, this year. Good, takes the high pitch for a ball.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Adam Virgil.
Virgil, the junior catcher, batting .200 on the season.
Big, strong kid. We saw him play a little bit of quarterback in relief this past year with the football team.
Pitch. Ball taken high. Both pitchers struggling early with command here. Missing high. Meyer at first takes his lead. Now they're going to go meet.
Tom Nevers in what I guess we would call it his first official year. Last year would have been his first. Now this would be his second, but of course we didn't put one ball in play last year. So the Edina hero superstar from yesteryear in the 80s. You heard me, Tom. Guiding the squad right now.
On first takes his lead. And ball inside and high.
You know, it's been a tricky thing for a lot of these players because, sure, there was some of that bridge stuff that went on with the Legion type stuff last year, and some played for some club teams that took up. But a lot of these kids didn't get at all a season of baseball in last year, so they missed a full year, and they're still catching up in kind of a spring training mode.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. Like you talked about the Legion team, but that got cut short. They didn't have a state tournament. They didn't go to regions.
Well, they didn't even have Legion, so they just basically merged together and played some local games. 2-1 your count.
Every new game that starts, I have home.
And the set. Down low ball. They throw over. Runners back safely there.
Thought they caught him kind of, when you're. I always did a thing with my teams where the first baseman take a look at that runner at first. If he puts his head down or is kind of lazy coming back, just have a simple verbal cue and snap one down there.
That's Enzo Sitch, the sophomore. Ball inside, and it's going to be another walk there. Back-to-back walks. Runners on first and second now.
Now batting the right fielder, number 60, Drew Sparrow.
Drew Sparrow batting .545, 2 doubles and a home run this year. He has 2 RBIs on the year, so Sparrow, no one was able to hit one of the home runs for the Hornets this year.
Yeah, until you saw it bounce.
Ball wild pitch there. Runners on second and third now.
Boy, teed up for Sparrow. All he needs to do is just sit back, pick his pitch, and drive it to the outfield, one way or the other. And the Hornets could score the game's first run here in the first inning.
Got action going down to the bullpen already for the Skippers.
Some stirring in the bullpen, as we like to say in the business.
Second and third. Ball just inside. Loophole on deck. 1 out. Runners on second and third. And the pitch. There, it's going to drop. It's going to score at least 1. They're going to send the runner from second. High throw. It's going to be 2 RBIs again for Sparrow. And that's going to bring the pitching coach out. He's going to call time, and he's going to go make a mound visit here.
Did he take second on the throw, or was that a double?
I would say that'd be a second on the throw.
I couldn't see through the screen here. We're doing our. Yeah. So I'm sure the people back at home couldn't. So was that on the throw?
It didn't look like it looked like it was a single on defensive indifference advancement there.
We had a little dynamite here, TNT. Love it.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Now batting the third baseman, number 22, Oliver Loophole.
There's really not a whole heck of a lot we can do with the screen, other than if we were sitting on the dugouts, and I don't think we'd be allowed to.
That you feel older?
Just for the record.
The one coach said we could.
So much? I was going to tell you
thanks for telling me. Well, it looks like that's where it's going to be on Saturday. Approving of the on-deck batter. Jumping in on that foul ball.
No ball balls and a strike. Runner on second base, Sparrow. Ball just missed up high. 1-1 the count.
Put the sticky stuff on.
Checked with the second umpire there to see if he went. He did not. So John 2 on the count for Leupold.
Well, no 3.
Sparrow.
Sparrow going to take off and go. He's going to get in there. That's going to
Hustle
be a
play.
wild pitch.
Good read by him. He had a nice secondary, and you know what? He wasn't flat-footed there. He saw it and he took it. Now with 1 out, anything to the outfield up in the air scores another for the Hornets. Leupold with the hitter's count at 3-1.
Enzo Sitch struggling out there now. Good recognition, reading that ball down too by Sparrow to jump on it. And that'll do the job. Nope, they're not going to test him.
The respect.
Now batting number 12, the shortstop, Will Couchman.
Will Couchman batting 105. Has one of the other home runs. There's only been 3 hit by the Hornets this year. He has one of them. Sparrow has the other. Ball high.
Jackson Cook might have the other.
And then
Here comes Paul Twangy. He's seen enough.
And then Jackson Cook has the other.
You're not afraid to have one?
No, he's going to come out. They're going to make the call to the bullpen already.
I'm very good. Very good.
Paul Twangy's seen enough deep counts here.
You been here from the start?
And he's going to the bullpen right now.
I missed our...
Enzo Sitch is going to go be pulled here after 2/3 of an inning. So for the Skippers, it's Caleb Vanderplas.
That's right. I hit with guys this morning. For his own sake. That's a good goal. In the middle of a count. Why didn't he realize?
Give it to the people, spread it across the
So Zidge goes 2 1/3, 1 hit, 2 runs. Runner at third base is still his, though. Down low, taking ball 2.
He came in with a 1-0 count here.
And the pitch. Well hit. Ball's going and carrying. That is gone! A home run for the Hornets! For Couchman. And now it's 4-0 Hornets.
You know, that ball was hit hard, and it looked like it was a fly ball to center, and it just continued to carry. Nice barrel up there by Couchman. A nice job to get on that ball. This type of inning Tom Nevers wants out of the chute, 4-0.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23,
Chrysler
Jonathan
was
Jones.
struggling to find the strike zone to relax a little bit.
Jones up. He's batting 200 for the Hornets. There's a strike in there. Ground ball up the middle. First stop range is over. And he's out.
Very close play.
So it's 4 runs on 2 hits. All of them earned. 4-0 after 1 in favor of the Hornets.
Now batting the first baseman, number 17, Charlie Hemmer.
They were batting 258 for the Skippers.
Focus on what you're good at.
Wow! Nice snake there by Nick Henches.
I'll tell you what, that's a Gold Glover play right there. That sun coming from the third base side is eye level. It was curving into the eyes of Henches, timed his leap perfectly, fighting the sun. That
Now batting
was a
second
good play.
baseman, number 15, Duke Kiffin.
Duke Kiffin up here. 250. He's the second baseman for the Skippers.
Wearing his familiar number 15.
Hockey player for the Skippers.
Right, defenseman, patrolling it for 3 years for Goldie's Skipper edition. I thought I saw his father, Jeff, over there.
Take it in their strike.
You know, when you get defensive plays made like that by Henches down at first base, you can sit back and fire.
Yeah, that gives you a little bit more confidence in there to take some chances.
You don't have to get cute. You don't have to feel like you have to paint. You don't have to go Kyle Gibson on it. You can just throw. Did I say
Pitch to contact.
Gibson? I did, didn't I?
Yep. Pitch to contact.
Wow. Don't even start me. Nice bullpen.
And the ball taken there, 3-1.
Kiffin in control now. You can be selective. But you know what? You really only get one pitch per at bat that you can call juicy.
And here's strike, brings the
That might have
count
been the
even.
one right there.
Was that a conference call?
See, I didn't
Oh, Kiffin with a nice piece of discipline at the plate there as he trots down to first base. I was low and away from
Now
our
batting
vantage
third
point
baseman,
here,
number
John.
7,
It's hard to
Daniel.
kind of read the pitches from behind here when you're kind of off to the
I got
side
it.
a
I
little
got
bit.
it for you. I'm all over it. I'm a pro. Just kidding.
All inside there, though. This is Josh Daniel. He's batting 100. Not 1,000, 100.
Kiffin on first with one away, leads with Henches holding.
The pitch. Called strike.
He went, they said. Paul Twang, says, you got to be kidding me.
He didn't say he swung. He just called it. So I'm gonna just a called strike.
Well, that's fair, but I think that's the same pitch right there. So he's calling the letters I.
Yeah.
At least those two pitches were exact same spots, so it wasn't about the check swing.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Kiffin on first. Takes his lead.
Little different idea
And fouled out.
Going to travel over toward the batting cages as Sparrow will trot back into his right field position. He had that big 2 RBI base hit for Edina back in the first. They lead 4-0 if you're just joining us.
Edina struck for two run big hits there.
Sparrow
And a
with the
ball high.
first, Couchman with the second with a bomb to center. Here we are, top of the second, 1 away.
1 out, 1 on. Daniel batting. Kiffin at first. Checked, fouled off. He's working his pitch count here a little bit.
Well, one way to erase that issue is a ground ball double play. Hornets did that back in the first after a leadoff base hit.
Here we go now, turn it.
One pitch, 2 outs in that situation.
And nice piece of hitting there as he goes with it, drives it through that shortstop third base gap into the outfield.
The discipline was terrific there. He had some stuff that was letter high he didn't want to deal with, fought off a couple foul balls on a 3-2 pitch again. Got
Now batting
an
the right
offering
fielder,
that he
number
really
14,
liked.
Matt Barnes.
Drove it into left field for their second base hit of the game. Now they got a threat going to the Skippers. Runners on first and second, John.
Barnes. Ball taken high.
Tom
And
Nevers.
Nevers going to come out and take the
Boy,
time
the manager's
here.
not messing around. Guarantee you the message is going to be very simple. You got a 4-run lead. Get your rhythm together. I always say balance and rhythm. You want that all working together. Your lead hand, your leg. Keep everything. And then you just let the whip work for yourself.
And you also
Just let them put it in play.
wonder, could they? Not. I don't think you'd need to really draw it up this early, but talking about maybe a pickoff play.
He was not doing that. He was definitely, that was a quickie. Let him play. Just like that. Put it over.
Foul
Put it over. Trust your defense.
Kiffin at second, Daniel at first.
Nice crowd here at Courtney Fields.
Definitely well under the 500 though.
Is that what we have for outdoors? We're not even close.
500 if we have to wear a mask.
Oh, is that what it is?
Fouled off
Oh,
there.
look at you, the mask police. Well, yours truly, I mean, we were supposed to be doing a lot of these games, and for those that are tuning in right now, I had a rugged bout with the vid. A couple of the guys that I work with do too, that do these games. And, this is now week 5, and I've just kind of returned to the scene. So here we go. Right, John?
Yep, that's what we got to do. You got to fight through what we can do. Burns up, right fielder.
Made the winter season like it was so long ago.
I know.
Look out for the youngsters.
Into the youth field over there. We did have a lot of hockey coverage this year, though. From all over the state. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Ball misses outside, 3-2 the count. Two runners take their lead. Kiffin and Daniel, first and second.
Hey, attaboy!
Inside ball. Walks the bases loaded for Thomas.
So he gets to 3-2 at a payoff pitch, and
Wow!
Now batting center fielder number 5, Grant Thomas.
Grant Thomas. 2 RBIs on the year for the Skippers, batting 143 for the 9-hole hitter Thomas. Bases loaded. And that's going to be a fly out to right. It's going to drop and get by him. It's going to score at least 1. And that's all they'll get.
Kaiser, keep hammering it, man. You had that last guy. That's not you.
so you always want to respond after a team puts up some numbers in an inning. Skippers load them up, get a base hit on a tough ball to right field, and then they still hit now with 1 away.
Back up to the top of the order to Zach Zeta, batting 250. Ball taken outside for a ball.
Something on the ground now, 2 balls.
And the pitch. Well, no.
And just giving chase. We're out of baseballs at this stage. Throwing them in.
1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Daniel at third, Burns at second, Thomas at first. 1 out.
Got it, 2-5, you got it.
Zato with the 1-1 count. And the pitch. Just missed. Must have been inside because that looked letter height. And the pitch. In there, strike.
Cut the middle of the plate there.
Living dangerously a little bit there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put this guy. He can't walk him. And the pitch.
Berghold tried to pull that one over. Quick glove there. 3-2. Still 1 away, so runners stay put.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch to Zeta. Pops it up.
Fought it off. John, he just went down and got that pitch about knee high outside part of the plate, protected it neatly there. I've never liked to use the term with hitters when I coach, protect the plate.
Yeah.
Because it's a defensive term. And I think it's already defensive enough as a hitter trying to deal with what's being thrown at you. I like to keep them a little more offensive in mind, but sometimes you have to, and that was a great job there.
He's going to take that one. Right field gap.
Should score 1.
He's going to score 1. And he scores that one. Sack fly out there.
Hornets went to second base to keep that man at first. So they got runners in the corners. 2 across now for the Skippers here, John, in the first or second inning. They're half of the second inning, 4-2 now.
So Burns advances. Runners on the corners. Davis up. He was a double play victim. Grounded into that double play up the middle. 1-6-3 his last at bat. And the pitch, runner goes. They do the quick throw. They got a pickle going here. And they got him. And that's going to retire the side. Skippers get 2 back, but Strand 1 on the bases.
The old 6 play, we used to just say 6. You have that shortstop cut it off, make that read. Nice job to catch him dangling down the line there a little bit. Ran at him like you should. Threw a strike to third.
Hey, you don't ever want to overcommit to that too early there.
Well, you don't want to throw it anywhere because he can retreat or go the other way. You don't throw it. You run at him. Terrific job. You want to plug that in?
Yeah.
Now batting number 21, the first baseman, Nick Henches.
And Henches up here. Okay, 0-59 right now. Taking in their strike.
Yeah, this is a hitter on this team that coming all the way up has been one of their better hitters. Just has to find his rhythm and groove.
Danced out of the way of that one. And the pitch. Center fielder ranging over, making that play.
Now batting number 25, the pitcher, Captain Chrysler.
Oh, we're going National League rules here with the Hornets. Pitcher hits, old school, love it.
Kennedy Chrysler in the 9-hole batting 200. Takes that one right there. Shortstop over to make the play. Throw on to first.
Rolled him over there, John. When I got that outside pitch, you just rolled the wrist down to short. 3 pitches, 2 outs here. Or make that 4 pitches and 2 outs. Big change from the first inning for the Skippers.
Brayfogle, fly out victim to center field his last time up in the first. And the pitch. Taken down low for a ball.
That one just missed.
Good turn. Way to be aggressive. Nice job.
One ball, 1 strike to count to Brayfogle. And the pitch. Taken in there, strike 2. 2 outs, nobody on, 1 and 2 the count. Pitcher calls time.
Might want to think about it.
I have to go to my car. I thought it was in my bag.
So at this half inning, do it,
Good at bat, good
and then I'll
battle.
just cover it. On-air production meeting for you folks.
Hey, attaboy, attaboy.
Big Fogle battling here. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on, and the pitch.
Play, Danny. Come on, eat. Come on, kid. Line drive here.
Down ball. 1-3 put out to end the
Tough
Hornets.
play there. That ball kind of rolled up on him. We see that happen. That's some backspin. Nice job to gather. Wow, we move on into the third now. Hornets with a 2-run lead at 4-2. Sorry, I had it on mute, but we are so old school with Jefferson Starship.
Now batting to catcher number 2. Number 10, Danny Duffy.
The catcher Danny Duffy hits. What is that, Davis? That pitch from Chrysler misses for a ball, 1-0 to count. Duffy, left-handed hitter, wearing number 10. Grounded out short to first in that double play back in the first inning. Now he rolls one over to second base. Gathered in and over to first they go. Lewis Meyer to Nick Henches to record the out, one
Now
away
batting the
here
designated hitter number 19, Walter Johnson.
in the skipper's half of the third. Chrysler the strike at the knees, outside corner. To Johnson. Swing and a miss by Johnson. 0-2 the count. Chrysler in control right now. See if he goes with some high cheese here. The righty deals. Instead, that's lifted toward the gap. Might be trouble for the Hornets. It is. Down it goes, and into second base goes Johnson with the double. Well hit ball by him. in scoring position with 1 away.
Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Dylan Hansen.
Left fielder Dylan Hansen will hit with 1 away. Johnson leads from second. You can see him toward the left of your screen there. Chrysler's pitch, that's chopped down to third. Nice play. Look the runner back over to first. They got him at first. Oh no, they did. Skippers were saying the foot was off. Advancing over to third. Terrific play down there at second base by Oliver Leupold. We're going to talk things over on this one. He's out. Leupold with a really nice play going to his right.
Number 17, Charlie Hemmer.
Checked the runner and gunned over to Henches, who made a nice pickup at first to retire the batter. Got a runner on third now. Up and away it goes. Hemmer hits. He had a sharp liner to Henches in the sun. Terrific play. There's another check swing. That's going to drop in front of Sparrow in right. That'll score a run. It's now a 1-run game, and it got past Sparrow. And down to second he goes on the air. So count that a base hit and an error with a run batted in. Duke Kiffin now will bat with the tying run out at second here in the Skipper's half of the third. Some housekeeping to do there with the home plate. Getting the job done.
Now batting number 15, Duke.
Skipper's now with 5 hits here in the 2 2/3 of innings played so far. Kiffin sits on it. Hemmer struck that ball so well in the first inning, he could be 2 for 2. There's a shot by Kiffin into left. That's down. And they're going to score the runner. We'll see. There's no play at the plate as the Skippers come all the way back. Ball gets away from the infield. And now they're going to have to pick that one up. And down to second base goes Kiffin as they tie it at 4.
I know. I was able to come out and it's like a nice night. I got my yard done. It's been cool.
Now batting number 7, Josh Daniel.
Josh Daniel will hit now. Daniel is the left fielder for Paul Twangy's Minnetonka Skippers. Breaking pitch left high, 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Pickoff attempt down to second. Back in goes Kiffin. Couchman's pitch, strike 2. Nice deal there. Well, these have been probably 2 of his best pitches of the inning for sure, maybe even ball game. We'll see what he comes back with here at 0-2. As Couchman from the set, runner on second, and Kiffin. It's chopped down toward third to Leupold, and that's going to be picked up in foul territory. We'll reset once again.
Do you mean my hair? No, your face. Okay, well, I got a haircut.
For me, what's worse than the gray Schuster is in the back. That's where the lighting's worse.
That one sweeps out of the strike zone. 2-2. Deuces are wild here. 2 runs in, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away.
I've already noticed that.
I mean, he's been holding steady, but it's hard to.
The pitch. Rolled over to left. Nice pickup again to the left side to Loophole. Over to Henches at first, and they got him. As that completes the inning, though, the Skippers with 2 big runs. Thanks, buddy.
Of course. Player walked, batting .368. He walked back in the first, up here in the third. Take it in there to lead off for a strike. And the pitch.
Joey didn't make sure.
Nice little pout out there. Center fielder ranging over to make the catch.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Adam Burgle.
Yes.
That hit him. So while you were away, Skipper's throwing together some hits. And tied it up at 2.
Now batting number 16, the right fielder, Bruce Burrow.
Sam, this is Jared, ski coach. Novi obviously committed to 2 brothers. Yeah, so, yeah.
Big lead over at first there. It might not be plugged into that. Go check and see. Sparrow now hits. Little off-speed pitch gets fools him there as he swings over as it's 0-2. Over to second for 1. Sparrow beats it out. Oh, they say they got him. I thought he beat that one out, but a double play erases that for the Hornets as we move on to the 4th.
So you're down for the snowball fight? I didn't know.
Tom Nevers having some words with the umpire out back at 2. One thing I know about Tom is when he knows he's right, get out of the way. Chrysler will roll out now for his 4th inning of work for the Hornets. So far, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors for Minnetonka through 3 for Edina. 4 runs on 2 hits. A big bomb by Couchman. And 2 errors. What a great night for baseball here in Edina, Minnesota at Courtney Field. There's virtually no wind. It's been kind of chilly this spring. We've had a lot of wind and things like that. And John Sands getting the job done.
There's no outlet in the dugout.
I asked the kid to plug it in.
There is none.
Oh.
Heavy swing and a miss there by Burns.
Really, people had no electricity.
Yeah, because it was the home.
There's a ball missed.
Actually, it might have been.
Foul out of play there.
Totally. He thought he had a place to live.
I forgot to mark your score sheet. Another on-air production meeting. John Sands for the Hornets and their half of the 3rd, so you might want to catch that up too. It was a double play to close out the inning.
Swung and a miss.
Nice job by Bergholt to keep the focus there, to hang on.
Now batting the center fielder, number 5.
Always important to get that leadoff batter. It's cliche, we know, but it's reality as well.
Especially after a big inning where they kind of rallied to tie up the game. Got a little bit of, they feel they got a little bit of that momentum going. And the pitch. Missed out for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Second hitter of the inning is Thomas.
Yeah, hopefully by.
You know what? That's a nice pitch. Forced Thompson to roll the wrists again. When you get hitters to do that, it means you're getting them to chase stuff up and away. They're trying to pull the ball and not go the other way. Either you're fooling them or they're just thinking they can pull it. That's always a good situation for the defense.
Chrysler still holding strong on the mound for the Hornets. There's another pitch in there for a strike.
He's finding his rhythm absolutely here in the midsection of this baseball game.
1 ball, 2 strikes in a time taken. Big Lake Conference matchup. I don't believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are not in the same section. They're just like hockey, where they're in opposite sections of each other come playoff time. And the pitch.
Just missed on that one.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Another good outside pitch by Couchman. Had to go after that one because it was a strike. Second strike out of the inning. Hornets now 1 out away from getting their sticks back to try to
Now batting
go
the
after this
shortstop,
4-4
number 2,
tie, but
Zach Zayeda.
Zach Zayed is going to have something to say about that.
Zayeda, the shortstop. Double plan to sack fly. 0 for 1 on the night.
Goes over on to field number 2 here at Courtney Fields.
Yeah. Got 3 of them, I believe. They all might be getting used here today. At least 3 of the 4 are.
We're now officially middle of May. It's dialed in here. It's a sprint. You pretty much go May, June, and early July here in Minnesota for baseball. We all love to go to the cabins or something, and it's like over.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it go into August, but I'm a nobody.
2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Zayeda up.
I mean, you can play hockey for 6 months and then another 6 months, right? Why can't you do this? So this at bat a little bit different for Chrysler is now he's sweeping him outside on the right-handed hitter, trying to live off that corner.
And the pitch by Chrysler walks him.
And one thing I notice when he's sweeping him low and away, his arm extension doesn't come probably back as far as he'd like it to. It becomes a little goosenecked and a little bit short-armed. And those first 2 hitters, he was really getting good extension and good drive off the rubber. I'm sure that's what Coach Nevers is talking about right now.
Now, Nevers played. Was he a pitcher?
No, he's a shortstop, then third base. First-round pick of the Houston Astros. Also a selection
Now
of
batting the
the
catcher, number 10,
Pittsburgh
Danny
Penguins.
Davis.
Then he was in the Houston organization. Then I think Milwaukee was his second, little Cincy. And then closed it out with the local hometown 9 in their organization. I think he even played in the era when Michael Jordan was playing baseball. Do you remember that?
For the Birmingham Barons.
Do you want to know why I think that was?
Did he struck him out?
No.
Threw him out?
Do you want to know why I think Jordan was playing baseball?
What?
I think there might have been a little Pete Rose in there. And David Stern might have said, you know what, get lost for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, I'll go play baseball, then you can come back.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
You talk about kind of that getting to do that play with Michael Jordan, but one of the...
That's going to work its way all the way back over to field 3.
1 ball, 2 strike. The UAB Blazers play at Birmingham's field, so they get that little minor league feel every night they take the field. So that's a pretty nice showcase to show off when you have baseball kids coming to visit your campus.
Beautiful stuff for sure.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner on first. Takes his lead. Chrysler comes set and delivers. Fouled off right back here to the screen right by us.
Johnson, Hansen, Hemler have all had really good at-bats. They're 2 so far in this ball game, and I think they're going to be tough outs for the Hornets all night long. We'll see. This is a big at-bat here for Chrysler.
Runner goes. Ball taken. Runner
Perfect
in there.
pitch. Paul Twangy, knowing the breaking stuff was coming in on the 0-2 pitch, pushes him down, gets him in scoring position. He likes his stick here in the 3-hitter. We'll see what happens.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Outside, taken, works it full. 3-2. Obviously now that runner on second doesn't have to go, being there's not a guy at first. Zayeda at second now, 2 outs. That Tonka dugout's been alive all game.
Very much chatterful.
And the pitch.
If that's such a word.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they've had a lot of energy over that in the blue and white dugout. Another payoff pitch.
Called it low, strike 3.
Paul Twangy right there did the straight stand-up back arch and ran. Said it all. He said everything by saying nothing.
Yo.
Big pitch for Chrysler there. The Hornets get out of that one.
Now batting the third baseman, number 22, Oliver Loophole.
Loophole, he is 0 for 1 on the night, batting .318. Oh, fly out to right field his first at bat.
Got a story about Oliver. You're gonna love this one, maybe. His father, Lance, is why I'm here. He was the guy in charge of cable access here in Edina in the 80s, early 80s, like 82, 3, 4, 5 when I was 9th through 12th grade, to the public access to the Hornet hockey games. Now I've got MN Hockey TV doing the Edina Sports Hub stuff, still doing it, worked in radio. Thank you, Lance, if you watch back on this one. I just saw him, it's great to see him.
There's a foul off by Loophole. Yep, and I got my start kind of doing, where I was at high school for Chaska doing their public access TV stuff, so.
What years are we talking?
I graduated in 06, so they would have
Oh,
been,
you're a youngster.
Yeah. Hit him.
Oh, he wore it. Look at that, took it right off the double deuce.
Did the Chaska Cubs, did the Chaska Hawks, baseball, Chaska Cubs. Couchman, part of the 4-run inning. He was the one of the 4 runs that came across in that first inning.
He was the last run. Oh, it's right to me. I got it right here.
And it's cut. And a pop out to the catcher for the first out.
So often we see that after a guy laces one, give him a little off-speed pitch, pop him up. Great call there by the skippers there.
So that's going to bring up Jonathan Jones.
Now batting the left fielder, number 23, Jonathan Jones.
Jones was a 6-3 ground-out victim in the first. It was the last out of that inning. Runner on first takes his lead, 1 out. High and in.
Good pop on that pitch. Forced Jones to turn the ear flap away.
One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. That's taken high for a ball. Two on the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Nice fastball there, swung right through it.
Action down there in the skipper bullpen again.
Hornets as well.
Swing and a
Breaking
miss.
pitch.
Throw over.
A little tardy here on the camera, sorry, but he was back. Not even close. That was a keep him honest throw.
Yep.
You know, these 7-inning games go so fast. Your bottom half of the fourth, you get into the fifth, it's like crunch time.
Clutch hitters come up big in these spots usually. Inside for a ball.
Nearly clipped him. Bench telling Jones to wear it.
3-2.
One out, loopholed on first. Straight away in the outfield. Maybe shaded a bit toward left from the right side.
Bender pass. Coming to Jones. Safe. Just beat it. Did Jones at speed.
So that ball kind of rolled up and forced as it was, you know, you're on the move and you're going to make a running play. You're committed to first. It rolls in out of your glove. You can't get a good mitt on it. It's hard. It takes that extra half step before you can get your hand on it. And that's enough for Jones with good speed to beat that run out. Here comes Nick Hench's. His career, he's been an RBI producer in the Legion 2 state tournament. I'll tell you what, when I had this kid as a 9th grader, he was on the 15 AAA team, double rostered with us. He had 17 RBIs in that state tournament. He can knock them in.
2 on, 1 out. Hench is up. And I mean, this is a situation where if you've been in a slump, you come through in a situation like this, it could break you out of it too.
Well, and they know he's a good hitter, so they come in with a breaking pitch, and they know he likes the fastball.
Yeah.
So the second you see the catcher go out to the pitcher, you know exactly what he's telling him. Nothing but off speed here.
Down ball. Second baseman onto the shortstop.
Nice slide by Jones, broke that up. Twangy, he's going to make a move. Or maybe he's just going out to talk to the...
Is he going to talk to him that he tried to initiate contact there to
fair enough.
break the double
He's gonna
play
have to
up?
talk to the home plate umpire.
That's the argument Paul Twangy's making right now, is that he thought that he might have tried to break it up with initiating contact, and in high school you can't initiate contact to break up a double play.
Well, and on the conferences between the umpires here, they've sided with each other They've stayed consistent so far.
Camden Chrysler.
She got the potential go-ahead run over at third. Chrysler, the right-handed pitcher and hitter, will hit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wild pass ball. Runner comes in. Play at the plate. He's safe.
That's what you're here for. So the wild pitch scores loophole, correct?
Yes, Loophole came in on the wild pitch.
Down to second goes Henches.
High and in there on Chrysler.
The old chin music.
Chrysler ground out victim back in the second. 6-3. Henches had second now via the wild pitch. 2-0 to count. 2 outs still. Swing and a miss there. And the pitch. Down low, another wild pitch there.
Nick Henches advances 90 feet. 3-1 the count. Chrysler's in good position here for his Hornets.
3-1, 2 outs. Camden Chrysler up. Henches at third. Hornets have taken the lead here, 5-4 in the bottom of the fourth. Enderpass steps off. Didn't like something about the ball or something there.
Making Chrysler wait. Get him thinking a little bit.
And the pitch. In there for a strike.
Pitch up around the letters has been there all night. Shouldn't be a surprise to anybody.
No, I mean, if you're a pitcher and you know that, you might as well take advantage of it. It's going to be there.
It's nice when you can get that high strike. I don't even know if you call it high strike where it's supposed to be. This is a good zone.
3-2 payoff pitch. Runner on third. Swing and a miss, and that's going to retire the Hornets.
Knocked him down. The Hornets get the lead, though, 5-4 here going into the fifth.
All right, we'll see what happens here. They had some stirring. We'll see if it's going to be Chrysler coming out or if it's going to be a new pitcher. Looks like it's going to be a new pitcher.
Looks like that's Tanner Hopkins, I believe.
Drew Sparrow coming out.
So there'll be someone else going into right field.
And it looks like Chrysler's going out to the outfield.
Okay, there you go. So he keeps the lineup intact. Okay, you're unmuted.
All right, so a couple changes for the Hornets. Sparrow comes in from the outfield. He was in right. Ray Fogle into right. Now Camden Chrysler into center. Jones stays put in left.
Where do you want to shoot
Can't see.
Okay, go ahead. Hang on for a second. Pete.
And they're taken for a strike by Johnson. Johnson to DH for the Skippers tonight. Taken high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And the pitch. Down low. 2-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Henches. Catcher. And he dropped it. Should have let Henches have a play on that. That should have. Catcher never should have made the call there. Should have let the first baseman had he had a better read on it. And the pitch. It's going to be a ball there. Brings the count full, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's Sparrow's payoff pitch, and it's on its way. Swung on and fouled off. Lester goes 4 innings and a walk.
Now batting number 21, Dylan Hansen.
Hansen coming in to bat is 0 for 2 on the night. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Hansen doesn't like it. One ball, no strikes.
Oh.
Even though that was called a strike, that's a down the line. Are they going to stand him? They're going to stand him because of the bobble.
He lost his footing there, and that runner that scores is unearned. Well, it should have been an out with that foul ball where the catcher, first baseman were calling each other off.
Now batting number 17, Charlie Hummer.
That is an unearned because that goes a catcher on the E2 there. On that foul ball. Chrysler goes 4 strong innings for Edina. Powering fly ball, third baseman over. First out there.
Now batting number 15, Duke Kiffin.
Duke Kiffin. Standout hockey player for the Skippers.
Real solid defenseman.
He turned 50 this year.
And a ball.
Sparrow opens with some off-speed stuff, little breaking pitch up high.
Looks like he lost his grip a little bit there. It didn't,
Yeah.
Didn't look like it snapped like you.
Pick off a temp. Oh, my bad. That was brutal camera work by me. Sorry, folks. Hopefully to make you dizzy, and I missed the play. Oh, well.
He was safe. 1 ball, 1 strike. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Two and 2. Lights come on here. And a pitch. This is high. Full count.
Lots of deep counts here today. Such as this. This is a big out here.
I know they resumed
Big at bat for Skippers.
that 1-inning game with Wayzata. I don't know if that was played yesterday or Monday. It would have been played yesterday, I would have thought. And it walked them.
Kiffin knew it all the way. He was on his way down first almost before it was in the glove.
Now batting number 7, Josh Daniel.
Two on, 1 out now. And the pitch. Down there low for a ball. One ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, 2 on. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. An unearned run. And that Hansen. It's a double. There's Minnetonka responded again to tie it up.
Bat left a little high. Was caught down low, but came across high. So we're even now at, is it 2-1?
Just not. It's either his grip or he's just not snapping it at the right.
It's just finding it. Yeah, it's a matter of putting it where you want to.
And the pitch. High there for a goal. 3-1.
Skipper's dugout is re-engaged once again.
And the pitch. In there for a strike.
Comes back nicely there.
The one season I did spend with Paul Twangy and the Skippers way back when you're gonna look. This is where they're very opportunistic, and you don't want to give them opportunities.
Yeah, you know, and that's just the way the game goes. You know, when you get to the corner, you lose a footing there. You have the foul ball to pop up. It can kind of back up on you. This is where you need some big pitches.
And
this is where, if the Skippers, you need some big at-bats. We're tied at 5.
That's the year they had a little-known pitcher by the name of Joe Martinson lead them to third place, finish in the state tournament. There's a big hit there. Center fielder coming on, though. Base runner was hit and running, and he got him. He should be out. He is! A double play. Ends the threat for Minnetonka.
Wow. There's that pitch I was talking about. They got it. Nice play in center. Even better throw to second. He had a throw against his body. You know, that looked like it was kind of a dropping line drive, so I don't blame him for you can't glue yourself to the bag.
Yeah.
It was shallow enough where he could throw a strike, and they got him.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Are you back?
Looked like he was a little over halfway, too. You normally want to go only halfway. Brad Folk will do up here. 0 for 2 on the night. And the pitch. Fouled off.
Got a piece. Here we go.
The late innings here, John Sands. It's a good battle here. Knotted at 5.
Good late conference tilt, as they usually are.
4 in the first for the Hornets, 2 in the second and third for the Skippers. Hornets bounce back in the fourth with one of their own. And the Skippers, in an inning that could have gotten out of control for the Hornets, plate 1.
0-2 the count. Vander Plas delivers, and it's high.
Up and working again in the Skipper bullpen.
I mean, you just it's starting to feel like Minnetonka, Edina now. Like it should have been during the high school hockey season. You got a pretty decent crowd here in attendance.
Oh yeah, referring to the crowd for sure. You know, the one thing about these games at Courtney, it always tends to draw a crowd because you've got
The youth
other
games.
Yeah, I mean there aren't many high school teams that play in a wheel anymore like this.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has their own little minor league ballparks.
Jasper's got one. Shan's
It's
got
not
one.
a subtle suggestion here to the powers that be
Swing.
in the Edina community. I mean, this is a great place, but it's not like Round Lake.
Yeah.
It's not like Chaska, the mini mat. Even veterans at Minnetonka.
Yeah.
Now batting number 2, the second baseman, Bruce Barter.
And what I mean by that is comfortable places to watch a game,
Yep.
to get to the field. I mean, you better have good cardio on your way back up that hill. I mean, I see oxygen tanks up there, not me, but
Ground ball. Shortstop coming on. But he got it out first, and that's going to be an error there on the first baseman.
okay, the door open for the Hornets.
I was talking to one of the...
Oh, it's just a computer, no worries. I mean, well, it's buy another one, right?
Talking to one of the Edina coaches, and they thought,
Verval.
All right, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I got about 10 of them. We're good.
it would be a cool
Yeah,
idea
thanks, buddy.
if they took this field and flipped it over to this side, so you had the seating on the hill for all the kids, and put it closest to the parking lot up there.
Well, there's that.
He thought that would be a cool idea.
I'm just still saying sitting around.
build a grandstand and build it over that way.
I
And
know, but then you got
hill
then you
seating.
got a major construction project digging into that hill,
Yeah.
which is always
Well,
problematic.
you just leave it like the hill at Williamsport, where it's just open seating. You bring your blankets.
Slide down, not have any grass.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn. 1-1 with 1 out.
Got a little bit of that feel out there in center field here, but not nearly
I
as
can
steep of a
remember
hill.
back in the days, like when Joe Mauer would come in here with Cretan Durham Hall, that whole center field would be full.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say they were grilling, but there were all sorts of things going on up there. It was wild. Those were the days. And then Mauer, by the way, hit one to right. That's still going. I mean, it was... That guy was special. I mean, he'd come up and you'd just be like, boy, he's big league ready now. We've seen a lot of good players over the years, but that was something else. Nevers was a lot like that.
I still have
Same
a ball
plane.
signed by Joe Mauer when he was in high school.
Oh, really?
From Cretan Durham Hall, his last home run he hit at Cretan Durham Hall at their field.
So you should
And I
cash
caught
that.
it.
You should cash that thing in. Get some greenbacks on that baby. 3-2 now to Bergholt. 5-all, John. Something's got to give here in the fifth.
Bottom of the fifth, runner on first, leads off. 3-2 payoff pitch, 1 out, runner on first. And the pitch. It's by.
Live ball there. Let's see how short the leash for Paul Twangy is here with his skippers. Let's see if he sits on this one for a little bit. Or
Now batting the pitcher, number 60, Bruce Farrell.
Sparrow 1 for 2 on the game, a single. They kind of got that big inning started back in the first with 2 RBIs, and then he grounded out to end the third inning. Down low, not going to go. See if he can produce here and produce for himself now as he's on the mound. 2 on, 1 out, bottom half of the fifth, a 1-0 count here to Sparrow. Comes in batting .545. And one of those guys you want up in a situation like this. There it is, going over to right field, giving chase. Right fielder catches, no tag. Good arm though too.
You know, that ball hooked right into the right field. You couldn't see it through the noise there that we're shooting through. Catchers, umpires, screens. End of the day, curved into him, and he had a nice jump on that.
Over Loophole.
Loophole up to bat here. Big situation, bottom half of the fifth. 2 outs, 2 on. 1 in scoring position. And the pitch. Pass ball again. Wild pitch, pass ball.
I was a catcher. Would you call it what it was?
I'd call it a wild pitch.
Thank you.
But still, it's
look at that. I'm working that angle. Like every ball that gets past every catcher, everybody calls it pass ball. No. About every one of those pitches from Little League to pros, wild pitches. Let's get that straight. We good?
Unless it goes straight through the 5-hole of the catcher.
If it was catchable.
Yeah.
And that's if it's 5-hole, it's not catchable.
That's
wild
been the
pitch.
Story for the Skippers, though, is both of those situations have kind of led to scoring situations like this, where there's an opportunity to
and the
dig
Hornets
deep.
have scored runs off of that too. And so, I mean, I think that's what 3, 4 of them.
Yep.
Where runners have advanced, scoring position, across the plate even.
Now instead you have 1 runner and you got 2 runners on scoring position here with 2 outs and a 1-1 count. Inside for a ball. Two on, 2 out. Here's the pitch in there for a ball.
In there for a ball. I was kind of thinking the same for a strike.
Yep. It's hard to tell low or high a little bit from here.
Well, we're kind of shielded by the blue and by the catcher. We'll call that one low and away. How's that?
3-1, 2 out, 2 on. And the pitch. Ooh, called a strike there.
That was that one off the outside corner about ladder high.
Yep.
Said that's been there all day.
Those ladder high pitches. At least you like to see him consistent still late in the game, you know. You don't like to see him change. 3-2, 2 outs. No need to start the runners because there's no one behind them. Swing and a miss.
Wow, what a comeback there. That's huge. Wow. Skippers are ignited. They are stoked.
All right, we'll see if they're going to leave Sparrow in. It looks like they're going to leave him in.
What are you kickstarting right now? You're good, yeah. Here. Take this thing.
How's it going, guys? Going all right?
It's good. it's not ideal because it's through the screen. So I didn't bring my big setup because I wanted to see how this would work first.
Yeah.
That's good enough. Put it this way, we're getting it done and we got to thank you. So that's good. I'm trying to do this sitting down now.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that out loud? I did.
Andrew Oswald's pinch in here was different.
Now batting for Minnetonka, number 6, Andrew Ogrom.
Ooh, he squared to bunt, jabbed at it, and offered, and that's a strike, 0-1. Top of the 6th, tied at 5. Nice ball game here.
Oh, I'm betting 130. All there.
A little righty-lefty matchup here. Let's see if that favors the Skippers. You know, I forget about these nettings. I always want to, like, start catching it. Yeah.
One and two. And the pitch. This time for a ball. Bring the count even 2-2. Fielder falls down, gets by him.
See how the wheels do here. He's gonna
try to go for 3, throws and play. He's out. He is out, and that's what a big play there by the Hornets.
What's the old adage? You never make the first and third out at third base. We have an observer. Did he get in under?
Number 5, Grant Tom.
Did he get in under? I had a Edina fan saying he thinks he got in under the tag. But still, too close of a play to even have that be an option. You're good at second.
Especially in a close.
Okay, then I was just told he was not under the tag and he was out. So let's get that straight. I've been corrected.
1 ball, 1 strike.
All that. I would still do what I'm doing.
Now batting number 2, Zach Zayena.
It's the most interesting baseball coach in
So runner on first with 1 out. Hornets have had 2 really huge double play balls come up for them.
Attempt over. I'm going to give that a hit.
Did anybody touch it?
Nope.
That's a hit.
I was going to say, that's the reason why I'd say no one touched it. Hench just
Runner.
lost it. Oh, there he's safe.
You know, Burkhold had a nice gun down to second base. Kind of double clutched it. But he had a nice look at that one. But the double clutch might have been just enough. Now they got the go-ahead run out at second base right now.
Top of the 6th, 1 out. It's the end of the leadoff up. Thomas at second, the 9-hole hitter. That ball is crushed. That is a home run.
They had to think about that one. Here comes Tom Nevers. That thing was crushed. If it was there, it was no doubt. Two-run shot. Boy, that's a tough one to take here in the 6th for the Hornets. If you're the Skippers, you're digging it. Couldn't tell from this angle, could you, John?
You had to think about it. That's why I think what Tom was saying is if you're going to make that call, you got to be 100% sure from the call from the start of when you make the call. He was kind of hesitant. He kind of put his finger up, but never really signaled.
Thinking about it.
All inside.
But you know what? You got to play the game in front of you. You can't worry about it. You got to have short-term memory when you play this game. If you don't, it'll gobble you up.
Right there. And now here's the situation where Edina hasn't been in yet. They're playing from behind.
That's the first time they've trailed the whole game. Yeah, it is.
Yep. See if they can respond like Minnetonka did. They just don't. They have the same amount of innings left to try to do it. They have 2. On the pitch. That is fouled off. Three and 2. Well, no, nobody on now.
Something tells me there's going to be more runs in this ball game. I think we're far from over.
In the pitch. High fair ball.
Nobody working in the Edina bullpen at this stage. You got to ride. Now they go. There you go.
Down.
That's just that 6th sense where you give it a look, right?
Walter Johnson.
Looks like 27's one of the guys down there. He could have won. I'm not sure if he's the one.
Is he protecting or pitching?
Well, the other one's 28. That's Jackson Cook. He's the catch. He's a catcher. So
Okay, there you go.
he's pitching.
Okay.
Is Mollet.
Mollet.
He's doing the throwing. 0-1 to count here. Here's Johnson. Runner on first. 1 out.
Lazy pop-up fly ball.
And a fly out there.
Lights came on about 20 minutes ago.
Now batting left fielder number 21, Dylan Hansen.
1 for 3 had that double. Then he eventually got thrown out at third. Two outs, runner on first. 0-1 to Hansen.
Oh!
God, that was close over there.
That one was buried into the ground down to second. Another runner in scoring position with 2 away here for the Skippers.
Another wild pitch there. That kind of buried before the catcher could even try to make an effort to catch it. 1-1 to count. Johansson. Two and one. Danson second, Hanson after that. 2 outs. 1 out. Down ball up the middle. Range is over.
We haven't been able to hit this guy since
And their plans out there for another one.
They got a game here on Monday.
We'll probably do it. I'll let you know for sure, though.
Yeah, I'll see if we can do it from.
I'd like to, if we had power out there, I'd like to do it from there.
I was
But it's just
thinking the same
we'd
thing.
have to get our good camera out there though for that. Because the phone camera would get a little pixelated.
Yeah, but if we do
coming
it, we'd
in.
have to be so high up that hill, which is like this.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really tough.
Yeah.
I thought about that. I'm totally with you. I mean, if it was like a section game, I'd love to go camera.
Yeah.
And this would just be
Stationary.
sorry, another on-air production meeting.
Now batting the shortstop, number 12, Will Couchman.
Well, Couchman had the big blast back in the first inning. And he popped him up. And here he is with his third at bat. Let's see what he can do with it here. He's been solid at short for Tom Nevers' addition. Very good defensive player.
Strike. But it's been a strike all game, that letter high pitch.
Yeah, people don't like it. But
He's consistent with it though, at
it's
least.
been there.
That's down low.
1-1. Boy, I mean, it's really nice to be in a place where there's fans chirping.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable. Emotion.
And a
But
foul.
I said this with the hockey, especially because we did so many games. Did you know we did 154 games this year produced?
Yep.
But it didn't matter if there were fans in there or not. The energy and the compete level of those kids was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. And a ball
In the
there.
end, it's about what's between the boards and lines. Whatever you're playing.
We should just look at like those.
And whatever's on the exterior doesn't matter.
Just look at how that atmosphere, like Eden Prairie St. Thomas would have been had there been a full crowd there for that game.
Oh, laced.
Pace down there.
Wow. Okay. Offense wins games and defense wins championships. Cliche of cliches, but he stalked that thing out big time.
Or even these Hornets, some of those Edina games with like Edina, Minnetonka, Edina, Eden Prairie, just how big that crowd and atmosphere just plays into everything at Braemar. Wasn't able to experience it this year. Next year it will be though.
ball.
Okay, one away. Jackson Cook steps out. He's usually their everyday catcher. Had the day off. He's going to come in and hit.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. He'd be batting in Hench's spot.
He's just super chill. He's just like, I know. He does that all the time. But I saw you running.
But being Hench's is a starter, he isn't allowed to re-enter. So I wonder if he could be going down and
probably go
warming
back
up.
down to first base.
Or he could be going down to pitch.
Or sitting down.
Yeah, or sitting down. Run him up.
Caught him looking there. But what a great job. You know, I mean, it's like a slow burn here on the mound for the Minnetonka Skippers. You know, tough finding the strike zone in the early going. Picking up the velocity as time wears on. Cook and flat out hit.
Looks like a wood bat. Just by the how.
Do you think it's a mock bat or it's a wood bat?
I said it looks like a wood bat. Doesn't mean it is. It just the look of it has that look like it's a wood bat. They do make some of those BB card bats that kind of have that wooden look to it.
The old school look.
We'll find out when he makes contact if he does here. What sound it makes.
There you go.
Nothing against the rules using them in high school.
It would be one of the first times I've ever seen it.
Yep.
Not even Mauer.
Strike taken there.
Let's go, Jackson. Ball. Turn it loose, bud.
Now, right now he has a lot of pop, but I think the idea is just to get into one and hit it hard somewhere and let the rest take care of itself. You're not going to get 2 runs in one at bat. So it's important to get base runners and keep yourself in check.
Just by the look at the end, it doesn't look like it's drilled down like you would see a wood bat.
Good hold up. Good hold up.
2-1. That one missed down in the dirt. That is not a wood bat.
He was there. No.
Oh, pickup. That was a nice pickup. Here we go into the top of the 7th. Skippers looking to add to that 2-run lead at 7-5 here.
So the catcher goes to first base. So they are.
Berghold down to first. Paul Sullivan to pitch. A little immigrant song for you here. A little Zeppelin. We've had it all here tonight.
So that means Hench's night. You can still re-enter though, but for all intents and purposes, it's probably going to be done for the night.
We're into the 7th. It's over.
Yeah.
Now pitching for Edina, senior number 11, Paul Sullivan.
No other changes other than the pitcher and catcher here.
Now batting first baseman, number 17, Charlie Hemmer.
Duo here.
Well, he has absolutely scorched a couple balls here.
showing you the reason why he's one of the better, higher average hitters for the Skippers, batting .258. Ethan Pop had that absolute rope to Henches earlier in the game. One ball, no strikes in the pitch. Fouled out.
Nice deal there, low and away. Like the fact that Hemmer tried to go to the left side.
Yeah.
It's good hitter, good recognition.
Up the middle, shortstop bobbles it and picks it, and that's going to lead to the base runner.
I think you can look to this ball game right now.
All right, here we go.
And there have been some defensive miscues for the Hornets. A couple balls getting past outfielders. Not caught. Foul pop-ups, not caught infields. These have led to runs. Outfielder blows a tire in the corner. Now that one.
And, I mean, you just look, if they have
So,
a couple of those back.
I'm sure Tom Nevers wants a crisp, clean defensive brand, and he's not getting it here tonight.
And, I mean, you look, too.
Bunt. Oh, Kiffin gets hit as he's squared.
Inside pitch.
Yeah, Paul Twangy wants that 3-run lead. Now we'll see if he moves these guys over. We'll see if he goes to the Bill Belt bunt sign. There's the Bill.
And you,
I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know if this is.
But I mean, you look to some of those plays, you take a couple of those up, and then 2-run
There
homer
it is.
doesn't really mean anything.
Oh, no.
All right, good adjustment. Good job.
Sullivan there heard third base being yelled out. Popped his feet, didn't like what he saw. Wisely gets the 1. Goes over to Bergholt for first.
Andrew Edina.
Now, would you, if you're Nevers, it's a risky play, but do you put him on to set up a force anywhere in a double play anywhere?
Nah, because you're already down by 2. If it was a tie game in the bottom half of an inning, absolutely.
Ball up the middle. That's going to score 2. Or 1 at least. They're going to force the run. And the play at the plate. He's out.
A plate 1, though, John Sands. That's a big run. Got a lineup change here. Here we go, 2 outs. Runner on second. Skippers have just chipped away here with runs in the 5th, with 1, 2 in the 6th, 1 here in the 7th.
Pinch hitter, but I don't know where he is.
Still trying to figure things out here.
Icing the player. Icing the pitching.
Yeah.
Now batting number 8, Zach Artiser.
2 outs here. Runner on second. 3-run lead for the Skippers. Swing and a miss.
Like the fact that he came out swinging right away, saw the strike. Thought he'd put a swing on that one. That was a little low.
Oh, ball there.
That one fell off the table. Nice off-speed pitch.
Sullivan didn't agree.
I can understand.
Gotta remember, it's not where it finishes, it's where it crosses the plate.
You know, this. Right. But Sullivan came back and got the foul ball. Runner goes.
Got him! But it didn't matter. He called the batter out anyways.
He did.
Yeah.
Strikeout.
Either that or his interference.
Either he did call him. Okay.
He called the batter out though, so that play at third didn't even matter.
Kind of surprising though that you're sending a runner.
Yeah.
Nice and aggressive.
New pitcher coming on for Minnetonka. Edina coming on the pitch here to close it out. Zeta's the guy you want up in this situation if you're Minnetonka. 6 innings, 2 saves so far for Zeta.
The closer.
And he has a 1.17 ERA. More walks, 6 strikeouts though, so you can make him work a little bit maybe if you're members in the Hornets. At least it's a positive strikeout to walk ratio. That's what you always want in a pitcher, though.
I don't know if you can see that. I can't see it as well as I want.
Benjamin Chrysler. 0 for 2.
8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Skippers. 5 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for Edina.
It usually never goes well when you have as many hits as you give up errors.
Pretty much.
And there's swung on and missed for a strike.
Leadoff batter is so important here in these situations. You know,
Especially trying to flip that lineup card over.
can't
in the
trade
bottom.
outs for runners, yeah.
9 hitter, then it's the top of the order. Swing and miss strike 2.
Really good stuff coming here from the hill.
0-2 to Chrysler. Here comes the big fly Zeta. Down low in the dirt.
Reached back to throw a little bit extra on that one. Instead, kind of cuffed it into the
Greifvogel on dirt. Greifvogel on deck here in the top of the order. Not saying that Cam's not a decent hitter, but any manager or coach would like to see their top of the order come up in a close game, but not bottom top. But
I've always said every player's in the lineup for a reason.
oh yeah. Inside
We
there.
nearly
for a
bent
ball.
that one in there. We're
2-2.
even at, yeah. Sorry about that, Johnny. I mean, jump on you.
I mean, some
Try to
people-
cut that one in across the knees. That was a nice pitch.
Some 9-hitters are just as good as the leadoff hitters too.
That's how I've always approached it.
And a swung
He
and missed.
offered-
Straight strike though. Catcher set field, makes the easy play over. That's gonna be an out.
Lead off batter. That's a big out.
Strikeout 2-3 put out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 19, Easton Rayvogel.
Rayvogel up, 1 out. Lead-off hitter in the lineup.
That one just misses low.
He hasn't really called that low pitch to strike that
No,
often.
this one a little bit higher. Absolutely. But it's, you know, it's been...
That would have been a pass ball hit off the catcher's glove. But that's a good thing you see, though, like we've talked about. You know, you gotta stay consistent so that everyone knows what the zone's gonna be. Oh! Right up the middle, that's gonna get through a base hit. That's what you need if you're the Hornets.
Absolutely scalding. Our guy TK, Tommy Kelly, would call that a diamond cutter. Absolutely.
Now batting number 2, the second baseman, Lewis Meyer.
Meyer view off here. Runner on first, 1 out. 3-run lead for the Skippers. And the pitch. Pitcher and catcher are going to have a little talk. Catcher initiating the conversation, though, here. Just say, hey, settle down now. Just like Tom was saying to his pitchers, to catcher, probably just like settle down, let the defense make the play for you.
Sure.
Right up the gut, right up the gut.
Runner on first. Vogel takes his lead. On an older pitch.
Wanted that one back.
That's all right, that's all right.
1-1 now.
See it?
You got a little league Edina Minnetonka over there. Edina Inter Prairie on field 2 here.
What's going on here at Braemar?
And a strike there.
Took something off that one. Cut that one right across. About belt high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really good arm motion here.
And here comes the 1-2. Down to the dirt. Tried to get him the chase, didn't oblige.
2 balls, 2 strikes. If he would have taken that pitch, that'd have been called a strike.
Yep, that's where it's been.
Yep.
So he made the adjustment. He had to protect there a little bit. And the pitch. Third ball, ground ball. Third baseman charging in. He's the first baseman. Runner's going to go to third. Meyer to second.
Here's for that out at third base in the bottom half, or top half of the 7th inning could be huge, because that would have been the 4th run. The tying run now comes to the plate with Berthold. Paul Twangy's going to go out and have a meeting at the mound.
I haven't seen it. That's got to be an error of the third baseman there, does it not?
Now batting the first baseman, number 9.
He kind of he's cleaners out of the first baseman for dropping it, and then he get by him. It's got to be on the throw.
I'd call that a base hit. That was a tough play. Yeah. Lifted up foul territory.
And it is out of play.
So put this in perspective. Tying runs at the plate. 1 away for the Hornets. 0-1 to count.
They're both 1 and
I
down.
would come in with something very, very slow. fastball. Attacking the hitter.
Step out.
The pitch. Swing on and miss. Swing on and miss. Drop third strike.
Better get back to the plate.
Dropped it! He dropped it!
All right, here we go.
Wow. It's crazy. So he had the strikeout for the second out. Throw down to first. And I think he was looking to position himself because he was worried about the runner on third, which really, in effect, didn't matter.
Yeah.
Trade runs for outs.
Yep.
Just squeeze it.
Arrow here. Bases loaded, 1 out. In there high for a strike.
Breaking pitch. Now keep in mind, Sparrow's the one that had that big 2 RBI single in the first.
And that's helping out.
Now behind 0-2.
And I mean, fans here weren't happy about that, but there's that letter high strike again. That's been a strike all game.
No reason to even think about it. 0-2, 1 away.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Do you come in with gas here?
I would.
Let's see what they do.
Work it inside maybe.
Or a breaker.
And they ringing him up at the letters. Loophole the batter here.
Number 22, Oliver Loophole.
All right, base hit here, kid.
Two more strikes, 1 more out for the
Tying
Hornets.
run on third, winning run at the
We got them
plate
twos,
for
let's
Loophole.
go. Line drive, base hit, let's go right here.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 7th, and the pitch is on its way.
Oh, it's a gift.
Oh, and that ends the game.
He was underneath him.
Boy, you couldn't get a more gratuitous bounce than that for the Minnetonka Skippers.
Final score here, 8-5 from Courtney Fields here. For Pete Raiders, John Sayers.